The Life and Fire of Frida Kahlo. Let's rewind to 1907, Mexico City. A baby girl is born, though she will later claim 1910 as her birth year. Why? Because she wanted her life to begin with the Mexican Revolution. Frida Kahlo wasn't just alive, she was a statement from day one. As a child, Frida battled polio, which left her with a limp. But she didn't hide. She swaggered, she climbed trees, boxed, played soccer. She was tougher than the boys around her. Then came 1925. Frida, just 18, was riding a bus with her boyfriend when it collided with a streetcar. The crash shattered her body, her spine, pelvis, ribs and legs, broken. A steel handrail pierced through her pelvis like a sword. Doctors said she wouldn't survive, but she did. Frida spent months, then years, trapped in body casts. Alone, in pain, staring at the ceiling. Her parents rigged a mirror above her bed so she could paint. That's when Frida Kahlo was born as an artist. She painted herself because, as she put it, "I paint myself because I am so often alone, and because I am the subject I know best." Her early paintings were haunting self-portraits, broken bodies, exposed spines, surreal symbols of pain and survival. She turned agony into art, but Frida wasn't just about pain, she was about power. At 22, she fell in love with the famous Mexican muralist Diego Rivera. He was 20 years older, 300 pounds, and already a star. People mocked their marriage as the elephant and the dove. But this dove, she had claws. Their love was passionate, but it was chaos. Both cheated, both fought. Diego even had an affair with Frida's own sister. Frida left him, then came back. Because their bond was messy, toxic, but deeply inspiring. Frida once said, "I suffered 2 accidents in my life. One was the bus crash, the other was Diego." Through it all, Frida kept painting, but she also crafted her image. She wore traditional Tijuana dresses, flower crowns, bold jewelry, turning herself into living art. And she leaned into what others told her to hide, her unibrow and mustache. She painted them darker, bolder. Her message was clear: I decide what makes me beautiful. She broke gender rules too. In family portraits, she wore full men's suits. In her paintings, she played with dual identities, part masculine, part feminine. Frida wasn't just painting herself, she was painting a revolution. And her home, La Casa Azul, the blue house, became her sanctuary. But it wasn't quiet. She filled it with exotic pets, spider monkeys, parrots, hairless Mexican dogs, even a tame deer named Granizo. Visitors described it as a dreamlike zoo, with animals roaming as freely as Frida's spirit. Her art grew more surreal, more raw. She painted her miscarriages, her surgeries, her heartbreak. She painted corsets she was forced to wear, transforming them into canvases of defiance. One shows her spine as a crumbling column. Another bursts with flowers across her chest. Frida made her suffering visible, powerful, unforgettable. By the 1930s and 40s, she became a global force. Exhibitions in New York and Paris put her on the map. Picasso admired her. André Breton called her a surrealist, though Frida snapped back, "I never painted dreams. I painted my own reality." Still, her health deteriorated. The bus crash never stopped haunting her. She endured over 30 surgeries. Her right leg was eventually amputated. Her diaries from those years show fire and rage. "Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly?" Even as her body gave out, her spirit roared louder. In 1954, bedridden, she insisted on attending her own art exhibition in Mexico. How? She arrived in an ambulance, was carried in on a stretcher, and greeted the crowd from her bed. Icon, but just days later, Frida Kahlo died. July 13, 1954. She was 47 years old. Her last diary entry. A black page with a single line: I hope the exit is joyful, and I hope never to return. Her death was devastating, but her legacy, it only grew. Today, Frida Kahlo is more than an artist. She's a global symbol of resilience, feminism, rebellion, and unapologetic self-expression. Her face is everywhere, on murals, fashion, even emojis. But behind the icon is the truth. A woman who turned her pain into power, her heartbreak into beauty, and her life into living art. So yeah, Frida Kahlo didn't just paint flowers, she painted survival, chaos, identity, and revolution. And she did it all with a unibrow sharper than any critic's pen. Question for you. Do you think Frida's art was powerful because of her suffering, or would she have been just as iconic without it? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Much love to all.